ever since that EDP documentary dropped, everybody wants to talk about EDP in the situation. So let's talk about everybody. But before we even get into this video, I'm going to drop evidence, receipts, proof that the people that I named in my last video, go watch it right now where I talked about the EDP documentary. Yeah, I'm going to drop all of the evidence right here. We need to talk about James Charles. We need to talk about that saucy dude. We need to talk about Sidney Starr. And last but not least, the infamous Dahvie Vanity. So here we go. I'm dropping the receipts. Let's talk about it.
Niggas wanna fuck me, kids wanna fuck me.
Trying not to be judgmental or biased in this whole Sidney Starr situation, but by the time they finish with you and Chain Gang, they need to see if the whole galaxy can fit up inside your ass. You wanna goddamn play with kids, huh? Police say, authorities at this point say, an open condom fell out of Sidney Starr's pocket during arrest on charges involving a child under 16. Sidney reportedly claims the teen approached her, called her cute, and said he was 18. Said every freaky deaky child messed with her in the history of the United States. Sidney Starr, I hope they taking you down through there with no lube inside a Chain Gang, because this is ridiculous. Sidney Starr claims that the child was the one that approached her. Now, I want to show y'all something that a lot of people not talking about. I got inboxed this a couple of days ago. Y'all do with this information what y'all will. Now, before I read this story is alleged, but this is what I got from the whole situation. This apparently how it went down allegedly with Sidney Starr. Okay, so from the police report of Sidney Starr, this is allegedly what happened. It was two boys at the hotel visiting Georgia for a football event. Sidney spotted the boys and was following them around for a bit. Then Sidney approached the boys and they tapped phones to share contacts. She texted the boy and told him come up to her room, but the elevator only go to the exact floor you stay on, meaning she had to take him up to her floor with her car. So now they on the elevator go up to her room. The boy was nervous. They get in the room and the acts start. The boy tries to push Sidney off him and tries to leave and starts trying to run out the room. Then Sidney big ass grabbed the child leg because he fell trying to get away. So now she basically holding him and he can't get away. Then she said offering him money to finish and keep it between them, but he keeps fighting her off and eventually breaks free. He runs to tell his family and immediately calls the police. That's the story. God damn it. Huh? Now listen, this is alleged. But that's the goddamn story. Huh? Listen, Sidney need to sit in there as long as possible and throw the book at her. Now, I'm going to say this on top of all of this. Everybody shouldn't be judged for this one altercation. Because if we was doing that, white people and black people would have been judged a long time ago. So Sidney don't represent everybody in that community, so we not going to do that. But I will say this. Once one of these are found, I don't care if you black, white, purple, green, yellow, orange, burgundy. Slain him in the spirit like this is Game of Thrones or House of Dragons. Dracarys. I'm just here to bring y'all the news.
James Charles is getting exposed again for messaging another minor. Wow! Who would have ever guessed that the guy who messages minors is messaging yet another minor? A TikToker just exposed him in like a 5-minute video, exposing him with screenshots where he is getting accused of apparently sending explicit messages and images back and forth to a minor. And the top comment on that video is Gideon literally saying, send me the screenshots. Even though there is clear evidence of James Charles messaging yet another minor, there is probably going to be nothing brought out about this, and he'll just get a little slap on the wrist once again, knowing that it's James Charles, and he has had this happen to him multiple times where there is clear evidence of him and also him admitting to texting minors. Nothing happened about it, and he just got a slap on the wrist and he went on with his day, and he's continuing to make millions of dollars. There's going to be nothing brought out about this because there is no evidence of him actually sending those images. The only evidence that we have is the text messages, no like real real images. You can't see the images because it's encrypted in the DM. Even though Gideon has made a video saying that he wants to get the evidence and the screenshots from that creator, I feel like even if he does, he can't really do anything with it because the images have already been open, so therefore you cannot see that he actually sent the images. You cannot see what the image is. Maybe he was just taking a picture of, himself. You can't really, prove anything against it, and that's why he's probably just gonna get another slap on the wrist and let off the hook.
YouTube, it's Jesse Slaughter. I'm just saying thanks to Dahvie Vanity. He's what's got me where I am right now.
Okay, so I'm shooting a small. We're going to castles and coasters.
Hey, you guys have ruined my life.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is from her father. You bunch of lying, no good punks. And I know who it's coming from because I've back traced it. And I know who's emailing and who's doing it. And you've been reported to the cyber police and the state police.
Go, what would you do when you were 10 going on 11 with this 24-year-old guy?
Sometimes we would hang out at my house. Sometimes we would hang out wherever his place was.
And there you have it, folks. All the evidence right here. So again, we want to call out these PDFs, you know what I'm saying? And these PDFs are pretty much out and about, except for Sidney Starr, who is currently locked up. And I wouldn't be surprised if they let him out either. Again, James Charles is walking among us. Saucy is walking among us. James Charles is walking among us. And what is being done about this? Not a goddamn thing. Like I said before, it's a double standard in this motherfucker. It's like I said years ago. They're pushing a agenda, the gay agenda, and they pushing the PDF agenda. Those the two main things that they're pushing. And again, what's being done? EDP, he's a sick motherfucker. Yes, he is. But these other people that you just saw the receipts for, they're just as sick as he is. You know what I'm saying? And the only one that's sitting in the cell right now is Sidney Starr. That's the only one that's sitting in a fucking cell. The other motherfuckers, they're walking around free. Hell, Dahvie Vanity is probably the worst of them all because he's been doing this shit since 2007. That's why I tell people, y'all need to sit here and y'all need to go do your research. There needs to be documentaries about all these people. And again, if you're making content on YouTube geared towards kids, you are a PDF. I don't give a fuck. Because why are you making content geared towards kids? You're a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman and you're making content for kids. You know what I'm saying? So why are you making content for kids? Yeah, so from here on out, I don't give a fuck. There's no more allegations. If you make content for kids, you are a PDF. Period. I don't care. And that's the truth of it, bro. Just like Roblox. Why isn't Roblox shut down? Oh, because they're making money and they know that PDFs are on Roblox. I don't have to make this up. Hell, matter of fact, let me drop that proof right now. Just to show you.
Roblox Predator Hunter exposes how many predators are on that children's platform. Roblox doesn't take the hint. They decide to threaten to sue him so they can bury all the information. This is Schlepp, a Roblox Predator Hunter, and he started this because he was a victim himself on Roblox. He has put away multiple different predators, and instead of thanking him, Roblox sends him a cease and desist letter. On top of this, they banned Schlepp and all of his profiles, but what's even crazier is they didn't even ban the predators that he got arrested. They have basically said they do not care how many children are being victimized as long as you're not exposing it. The letter states Schlepp didn't go through the proper channels and that he gave out the user's information. The problem is, when you go through the proper channels, nothing ever gets done, and that's why people like Schlepp have to step in. And apparently they get really upset when you dox their predators. While all this was going on, the CEO wanted to make Roblox a dating service, and he wanted it to start at 17 and up, and 17 is still underage. He only changed it to 18 and up after extreme backlash. Basically, the entire internet got behind this kid, along with certain states. Roblox is still the fastest growing kids platform, and not a lot has changed.
And there you have it. You see what I'm saying? this is the problem that nobody wants to talk about, bro. And like I said, that EDP documentary exposed everything. So if we're going to sit here and make documentaries, let's document all this shit. Let's put it all on the table. You feel me? Let's not try to hide certain things. Let's put it all out there. Anybody who is making content towards kids are PDFs. I'm saying it. I don't care. I'll repeat it. Anybody who is making content towards kids are PDFs. I blame single mothers because they don't want to take care of their kids. They want to sit there and live their life, and they don't want to be bothered with their kids. So what they do is give the tablet, the phone, whatever technology they have, they give it to the kid and tell them to fuck off, and then they get on the internet and they run into these PDFs, or they play Roblox on their phone, because Roblox is available on the phone, on the mobile, and consoles, and that's how all of this shit happens. They're pushing agendas. Look at the cartoons. They're putting gay shit in the cartoons now. And you want proof of that? Don't worry. I gotcha. Stay locked and loaded.
Penny Polar Bear. I live with my mummy and my other mummy. One mummy is a doctor and one mummy cooks spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
So where's the protect kids movement from that BS? Like I said, they're pushing agendas and nobody wants to talk about it until now. And you know what? I don't give a fuck, because this needs to be addressed. This needs to be said, bro. Again, if you're making content towards kids, you are a PDF. I don't care. That's the truth of it, bro. Simple as that. I don't give a listen. Everybody wants to sit here and claim, oh, this person's a bad person. You people are bad people. What about the cousin fucker I talked about? She still got a platform and a career. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said this internet shit is full of weirdos and PDFs. That's the truth of it, bro. Weirdos and PDFs. If we're going to sit here and we're going to put EDP's feet to the flames and the fire, well, we're putting everybody else's foots in flames to the fucking fire as well. Because this shit is no longer being acceptable, bro. Simple as that. No wonder YouTube want to get rid of all these channels on here that's basically telling the truth. Oh, you can't talk about single mothers. Oh, you can't talk about how shitty dating is. Oh, you're not allowed to expose PDFs. Oh, you're not allowed. Listen, YouTube wants to suppress this shit. That's why they don't push out videos, especially my videos, because I talk about the real shit. You know what I mean? And again, I don't give a fuck, because this needs to be said. Why isn't these people who creating this sick shit not in prison or in jail, or no documentary or nothing is being said? This is blasphemy, bro. But you know what? Y'all saw all the evidence. Y'all saw the receipts, the proof, the evidence. Hey, I'm done with it. If you want to support PDFs who are making content towards kids, go for it. You're just another sick, weird fuck, just like they are. And probably a PDF your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? This is why I knew it was a problem, why people don't support real content like myself, who doesn't gear their content towards kids. Now, it all came out, bro. Thank you to that Mike Chum dude for dropping that EDP documentary, because this opened the floodgates to a lot of other shit as well. Hold these people's feet to the flames too. Hold these people's feet to the flame too. Simple as that. You demonic demons. You nasty, sick, perverted demons. That's what y'all are, bro. And now I realize why you demons don't like me. And I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck each and every one of you demons, you pedos, you sick fucks. And at the end of the day, bro, I exposed it all. Right there, bro. Try to damage control that shit. Damage control it. I showed all the evidence and proof. Now damage control that shit, you sick, nasty bitch.